Today's lesson, we will be in Chapter 3, page 27 in your book. We will start with number 5. We will be talking about writing expressions to represent a situation. We will not be solving these expressions. So number 5, Tim is 3 years younger than his brother. If his brother is Y years old, write the expression to represent Tim's age. So Y represents the brother's age. Tim is 3 years younger. Younger means subtract. This is an expression to represent Tim's age. You do not have to solve it. That's all you have to do. Number 6 has a little bit more complex things about it. Carol washes 8 windows. Mila washed W windows, fewer than Carol. If both Carol and Mila earn $2 for each window they wash, write an expression to represent how much money Mila earned for washing the windows. So they earned $2 for every window they washed. So Carol washed 8 windows. Okay, Mila earned fewer, means subtract. Subtract W windows will tell me that is one way to write how much money she will get. We are not solving this. Another way to write it is we have 2 times 8 is $16 minus 2W. All we did was the distributive property. 2 times 8, 2 times negative W. Either way is correct. We are not solving these. Number 7. Jan bought A more apples than Jill. Jill bought 4 apples. Each apple cost 10 cents. Write an expression to show how much more money Jan spent on apples. For this expression, I'm going to take the money, 10 cents. I'm going to multiply it by how many apples. So Jill bought 4 apples, and Jan bought A plus 4. Either way, that works. Another way to write it is we have 0.10 times 4, which is 0.4, plus 0.1a. Either is correct. We are not solving them. Okay, turn your page to page 28. We're going to start with number 12. For each context, we will be talking about a percent increase or a percent decrease. We'll be writing algebraic expression for these questions. If you need to use a model, you may. Tanya had X number of marbles in her bag. She lost 25% of them when they spilled out by accident. Write an expression for the number of marbles she now has. There's 2 ways to write this. Either way is fine. So I can take the original X marbles, 1x, the original, 1 times x, minus 0.25 for 25%. All I did was move the decimal twice, times x. This is one way to think about it. Original minus 25% will give me how many marbles she has. The other way you can think about it is I take 100 minus 0.25, or 1 minus 0.25, times the original x. 1 minus 0.25 is 0.75x. Either of these is correct. You just have to show how many marbles she has. We are not solving these. Number 13. Bruno has an m-inch vertical jump. He wants to increase it by 30%. Write an expression for how high he will be able to jump if he's able to increase his vertical jump by 30%. Once again, there's multiple ways to do this. I will take his vertical jump, and I'm going to increase or add 0.3 for 30%, moving the decimal, times m. This is one way to represent his increase. Another way to think about it is I have 1 plus 0.3 m, which is really 1.3 M. Either way is fine. It costs Guillermo D dollars to produce the smartphone covers to sell. He wants to sell them for 45% more than it costs him to make. Write an expression for how much he should sell the smartphone covers. Once again, there's multiple ways to do this. So we're going to have dollars plus, because more means plus, 0.45 times dollars, D. You can leave it at this, or if you will, we have 1 plus 0.45 times dollars, which is $1.45. We are not solving these. Either is fine. Number 15. Juliana is training for a race. If she was able to reduce her time T by 17%, write an expression for how much time it will take her to run the race. Once again, there's multiple ways to do this. So I take her time. I'm trying to reduce or take away 17%. So you change it to 0.17 times time. That is perfectly fine. Or you can take 1 minus 0.17 times t to get 0.83t. All we're doing is writing the expression. We are not solving it. That is what we're doing.